Mr. Sheldon.
1, 2, 3, 4. We good. All right, I'd like to call the meeting to order. At this time, we'd ask Councilman Andy Knockhand to lead us in a word of prayer, and Mr. Terrio, Councilman Terrio, to lead us in a pledge.
We, the members of the Lafayette Consolidated Council, having been chosen to represent the people of this locality, beg of thee, Almighty God, to enlighten our minds so that our work will be just and fair in all things. Give us the courage and strength to fulfill our duties according to the laws of the land, and in so doing, fulfilling also thy holy will on earth and in heaven through Christ our Lord. Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here this evening to our council meeting here. Hopefully y'all had a safe Mardi Gras. I know the weather was not cooperating with too many parades, but nonetheless, we tried to make the best out of it. Please excuse me if I cough. My throat is a little under the weather. We welcome you to the City Parish Council meeting. We, as your representatives in the Lafayette Consolidated Government, welcome your involvement and encourage your participation. This meeting is a public hearing. If you wish to address the council on any item on this agenda, please fill out a blue request to address the council form, noting the agenda item number. The blue form is available to you in the foyer, and you should submit it to the council clerk, Ms. Veronica Williams, seated to my left, prior to the call of the agenda item. It is important to fill in the blue form completely and note the specific agenda item number about which you wish to speak. If the card is not completely filled out or is not legible to the clerk, you will not be given this opportunity to speak. If you have materials you wish to submit to the council, please give those to Ms. Veronica Williams along with the blue form. I'm requesting that anyone who approaches the council to please state your name and title for the official record. We had a few requests that called in and they want to know who you are, so we ask that you state for the record, please. In the effort to allow everyone an opportunity to be heard, the 5-minute rule will be in effect. Speakers shall refrain from debating, personal attacks, and from making confrontational or derogatory comments. At this time, I'm requesting that the first row to my left be used for media only. Lastly, please, no food or drinks in the auditorium, and all phones or electronic devices shall be silenced at this time. Meeting procedures are by resolution and not by Robert Rules of Order. Our documents, including agenda items, ordinances, resolutions, and minutes related to this meeting here tonight, is posted online, or please refer to the web address on the top of the agenda. The council encourages your involvement and participation by volunteering for boards and commissions. Please do so if you are interested. Please contact Ms. Williams at 291-8800 or pick up a pamphlet at the door. Moving right along to chair announcements. Due to yesterday, March the 4th, being Mardi Gras and Lafayette Consolidated Government holiday, the council and the LPUA meetings are being held today. Due to the charter requirement that the ordinance is laid over for 2 weeks, the next meetings will be held on March 19th, and the meetings in April will begin on the second Tuesday of the month and are followed as April 8th, April 22nd, April 29th. The regular schedule will resume in the month of May, with meetings going back to the first, third, and fourth Tuesday of the month. Other announcements: Councilman Jared Bellard will not be attending tonight's meeting due to a prior engagement. Councilman Don Bertrand is running a little bit late. Imagine that. Announced that a special meeting of the council will not be held on March 11th, as a quorum of the council is unavailable to attend. Again, a special meeting of the council will not be held on March 11th because there was no quorum, or was unavailable to have a quorum by the council. Also, please know that there will be a briefing on the comprehensive plan presented by Chief Development Officer Kevin Blanchard immediately following the regular City Parish Council meeting on Wednesday, March 19th. Announcement, item number 7 has been deferred until April 8th meeting to allow time for the assessor's office to receive additional property title abstract information. Also, item number 12 has been deferred until March 19th meeting as per Chief Kraft to allow time to make wording changes regarding competitive and non-competitive classification. Moving right along to council announcements. All right. Not seeing any. This time, we'd like to move to the executive president's report. At this time, I'd like to recognize Mr. D. Stanley, CAO.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Durrell is on city parish business tonight. We have a couple of proclamations, and while I'm reading the one for American Red Cross, we'd ask Board Chairman Andrew Duyon to step forward, along with Polly Curry and Tony Crater, whom I think we all know. The proclamation reads, whereas March is American Red Cross Month, a special time to recognize and thank our everyday heroes, those who reach out to help their neighbors when they are in need. And whereas American Red Cross heroes are on the front lines every day, they volunteer their time, give blood, take life-saving courses, or provide financial donations to help those in need. And whereas we would like to remember our heroes here in the city and parish of Lafayette who give to help people in need. They work tirelessly to help in times of disaster, when someone needs life-saving blood or the comfort of a helping hand. They provide round-the-clock support to members of the military, veterans and their families, and teach life-saving classes in CPR, aquatic safety, and first aid. And whereas across the country and around the world, the American Red Cross responded to hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, and wildfires, the tragedy of the Boston Marathon, the typhoon in the Philippines. And whereas when an injured service member ended up in a hospital far from home, the American Red Cross offered comfort. When a hospital patient needed blood, American Red Cross blood donors helped them. When a lifeguard jumped in to save a drowning child, or someone stepped up to help a heart attack victim, the American Red Cross was there. And whereas we dedicate the month of March to all those who support the American Red Cross mission to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies, our community depends upon the American Red Cross, which relies on donations of time, money, and blood to fulfill its humanitarian mission. Now, therefore, I, L.J. Joey Durrell Jr., City Parish President of Lafayette Consolidated Government, do hereby proclaim March 2014 as American Red Cross Month, and it's signed by Joey with the seal of this government. $10, Tony will pay for that picture.
Would you like to make any comments?
Yeah, just quickly, thank you for this proclamation and for having us here today. You know, the work of the Red Cross is important. I mean, it's people helping people. And a lot of people have the misconception that Red Cross is some government-funded operation. It's not. It's just, it survives on the contributions of generous people. And it provides services that are so needed in times of need, not just hurricanes, not just floods, but keep in mind something as simple as house fires. Every other day in this community, the Red Cross is responding to a house fire. So just keep those things in mind about the valuable services that Red Cross provides. Thank you for having us here today, and just want everybody to know how much we appreciate not only the contributions that the public makes, but also those who volunteer for Red Cross services. It's the way that this thing works. So thank you.
Thank you.
Tony in the background as usual. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'd ask representatives of the Lafayette Commission on the Needs of Women to step forward for a proclamation on Women's History Month. It reads, whereas American women of every culture, class, and ethnic background have made historic contributions to the growth and strength of our nation in countless recorded and unrecorded ways. And whereas American women have played and continue to play a critical economic, cultural, and social role in every sphere of the life of the nation by constituting a significant portion of the labor force working inside and outside of the home. And whereas American women have played a unique role throughout the history of the nation by providing the majority of the volunteer labor force of the nation, and whereas American women were particularly important in the establishment of early charitable, philanthropic, and cultural institutions in our nation, and whereas American women of every culture, class, and ethnic background served as early leaders in the forefront of every major progressive social change movement, and whereas American women have been leaders not only in securing their own rights of suffrage and equal opportunity, but also in the abolitionist movement, the emancipation movement, the industrial labor movement, the civil rights movement, and other movements, especially the peace movement, which create a more fair and just society for all. And whereas despite these contributions, the role of American women in history has been consistently overlooked and undervalued in the literature, teaching, and study of American history. And whereas the Lafayette Commission on the Needs of Women supports programs that recognize women and their achievements and highlights accomplishments of local women, now therefore I, L.J. Joey Durrell Jr., City Parish President of Lafayette Consolidated Government, do hereby proclaim the month of March 2014 as Women's History Month, and this too is signed by Joey with the seal.
Good afternoon. My name is Martha Bryant. I'm serving as the president for the Lafayette Commission on the Needs of Women. I would like to thank you for having us here today and for doing the proclamation for us. We are an organization of about 20 women, and we seek to provide for the health and security of the needs of women in the Lafayette Parish community. So your support is very welcomed. We do have events scheduled for the entire month of March, directly related to the needs and safety of women. So, and they will be hosted here in the atrium area of the facility. So we thank you for that as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yield the floor, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, all right. Okay, moving right along to resolutions. I'd like to make an announcement that there is a public hearing and the blue sheets are available for anyone wishing to address the council. 5-minute rule is in effect. Ms. Liz, can you please read the first resolution?
A resolution of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending Resolution 15, 2013, which authorizes the Lafayette City Parish President to enter into an agreement with the Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development, obligating the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to pay 10% of the construction costs and assume all legal liability for all maintenance and operating costs of I-10 Ambassador Caffrey Parkway Interchange Lighting System, to include design of the lighting system along I-10 from Ambassador Caffrey Parkway Interchange to the existing lighting system at University Avenue, LA 182, District 1 and 3.
Got a motion by Councilman Nakam. Second by Councilman Boudreaux. Any council discussion? All right, Councilman Boudreaux.
Thank you. I don't know who's going to address this, but as it relates to the change in the scope of this project, what made that determination? What, I guess,
Larry Broussard
Does
will
this,
will
or-
fill in the missing pieces to the puzzle, but it's my understanding that the state, which is funding 90% of the share of this project, has approached us about changing the scope. We have a $100,000 commitment on roughly $1 million project, but the original contract limited, an agreement limited the scope to just the interchange.
They expanded, the 2013 resolution was just for the interchange of I-10 and Ambassador, and just takes it from, and extends all the way to University to install design and install
I
the
guess,
lines.
did they do a study for the entire I-10 within the parish of Lafayette? Or was it just this one intersection?
My understanding is just this one intersection, and it grew from just the intersection, again, to tie the two lighted intersections together, from University to Ambassador.
Are we now looking at the design to be consistent now from Ambassador to Louisiana Avenue? I guess, what do we have what will this do along I-10 now as it relates to lighting in Lafayette Parish at our 4 different exits?
Well, it just takes it from University to Ambassador in this one. I guess that would be another agreement and design effort from the state. So we're just trying to piggyback what the state has put out there for us to be a partner with, and expand that initial project from the 2013 resolution.
And Mr. Boudreaux, we can get you some additional information from the state, and Jay may be able to help with this. As I recall, they are also doing a rehabilitation project from the North University, or the I-49.
That's right, that's under.
Over interchange north on I-49 to Gloria Switch, maybe, or just south of Gloria?
Right.
Yeah, I know we just did some lighting. That's why I'm asking, where did the desire grow to expand the scope is what I'm asking.
My
Was it a
understanding-
study done?
Well, the state
And will
of-
there be more coming, is what I'm trying to figure, or was it just an opportunity for something? I didn't know if
I think
there
it
was
was
a
the
study.
opportunity, the DOTD approached us, and they have additional funding that would be available to make that connection, if we would participate with our local match, the 10% of it. So
And
it's-
this was our number 1 target here, as it relates to other
Well,
interchange?
I think it was a good connection from A to B, and get a continuous set of lighting from one interchange to the other, and it afforded that opportunity to
If you
them
could
and us.
provide me with any study or research the state may have done to determine that this section of I-10 was a priority as it relates to LCG? And what factors did they use to determine that this was the location that this needs to happen,
Yes, sir,
compared to whatever else we have going on along I-10, please?
no problem.
Thank you very much.
All right, Councilman Terrio.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Broussard, and I think I heard Mr. Stanley say that the 10% of the construction cost at this point, we're looking at $100,000?
Yes.
Correct.
Just for this particular one?
Yes, just for
Okay.
it's a
And it,
million.
like you and Mr. Boudreaux were discussing, there may be additional ones in the future to light up those areas?
Don't know.
I don't know, we'll have to check, or,
Okay, very good. And also, I notice here that we're assuming the legal liability for all maintenance and operating costs. Do we have any kind of breakdown of what that may amount to in an
Not
annual
a-
time frame?
well,
Legal liability is an ongoing issue as it relates to crashes or other things that would happen at that location. Maintenance, we can get you
Yeah, we'll
bulk
get that.
costs and housing costs and that sort of thing. It's a per fixture cost times
right.
number of fixtures.
No doubt needed, but then definitely spruce up that area, so if
Right.
you don't mind, give me those numbers.
we'll add that to Mr. Boudreaux's request there.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Broussard. That's all I have, sir.
Thanks, Larry.
Okay. All right. Any blue cards?
No, sir.
All right, can you please call the roll?
District 1,
Yes?
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8,
Yes.
District 9. Motion is approved.
All right. Moving right along to ordinances for final adoption. This is a public hearing, and the blue sheets are available for anyone wishing to address the council. 5-minute rule is in effect. Can you please read the first ordinance?
Ordinance 17, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council authorizing the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government to sell 5 surplus FTR Reporter Depth 2 units which are no longer needed for public purpose to Electronic Business Systems for a total bid price of $1,000 as per the attached list.
I got a motion by Councilman Bertrand, a second by Councilman Andy Nakam. Mr. D. Stanley?
Mr. Chairman, an apology for a typographical error. That should read in the title, Reporter Deck, D-E-C-K. In the paren where it says FTR Reporter Deck 2 is submitted by Finance. That is correct. I don't believe there's that error anywhere else in the ordinance, but if there is, it would need to be fixed as well. So please amend Desk, D-E-S-K, to Deck, D-E-C-K.
Okay, need someone to offer that? Councilman Bertrand offers that amendment, second by Councilman Andy Nakam. Do I need to repeat what was just said? Or you got it? Got it? Okay, so then we need to go ahead and call the vote on the ordinance, only on the amendment. Okay, go ahead.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes?
Motion to accept amendment is approved.
All right. At this time, we need to go ahead and make a vote on the ordinance as amended. Wait, Veronica, or is there any blue cards? I'm sorry.
No, sir.
No? Okay. Let's.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
I think, yeah.
Motion is approved as amended.
Okay. Remember, item number 7 has been skipped, so we're going to move to item number 8. Just a reminder, Councilman, that we do have photos and other information inside your gold folders. Ms. Liz, can you please read the next ordinance?
Ordinance 23, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council declaring the building or structure located at 160 Hollywood Drive, Lafayette, Louisiana, owned by James Roy Francis, in care of Gerald J. Block, attorney appointed, to be dilapidated and dangerous to the public welfare, and ordering the condemnation of same.
Got a motion by Councilman Castillo, second by Councilman Andy Nakam. Any council discussion? Seeing none. Any blue cards?
No, sir.
Okay, let's roll.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9? District 1?
Yes?
District 2?
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Okay.
Ordinance 25, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council authorizing the Lafayette City Parish President to enter into an act of deposit on behalf of the Lafayette Police Department of K-9 Duke to Eldon Harlow Walls.
Okay. At this time, I need to ask our city parish attorney, Mr. Mike Hebert, to please explain amendment to the act of deposit. And then once you explain it, we'll need one from the council.
Yes, sir. There's a reference in the act of deposit to the depositary, that being the person who would receive the police dog, being a police officer. That reference is actually inaccurate in this particular case, and right after the appearer in the act of deposit, the Mr. Walls, there's a paragraph that currently says, depositary does hereby represent and warrant that he is a police officer with the Lafayette Police Department, and that depositary possesses special knowledge about the needs and maintenance of the retired K-9. That paragraph should be changed to read, depositary does hereby represent and warrant that depositary possesses special knowledge about the needs and maintenance of the retired K-9. So at the appropriate time, which, again, I don't think the ordinance is on the floor yet, but
Right.
once it's on the floor, an amendment would be in order to change that language in the act of deposit. The ordinance is fine, it's just the attached act of deposit.
So I need a motion and a second so we can get to that. Motion by Councilman Terrio.
Second.
Second by Councilman Andy Nakam. At this time, anybody want to make that amendment? Motion by Councilman Terrio.
Second.
Second by Councilman Andy Nakam. Let's call the vote on the amendment.
District 4? Yes. District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Any blue cards?
No, sir.
Okay, let's call the, got a
District
council
4?
discussion. Well, excuse me, one time, Ms. Smith, we have a councilman
Okay.
got that up. Councilman Boudreaux.
So Mike, we're allowing the dog to go to a non-officer or not his former handler, is what's happening here?
Yes, sir. And I think the rationale in this particular case was that, I think this is a family member of a police officer. I don't think that the handler was in a position to take the dog for some reason. I'm not sure the particulars of that.
Chief, step up, please. As you're coming forward, I know it's common that we sometimes give the handlers the animals since they have that relationship. What's happening here, and what was the criteria for this as it relates to who has access to this particular canine?
None of the employees of the police department could take the dog. So we had a choice of putting the dog down or try to place it with, a citizen who may have knowledge of the dog's needs. Dog's retired, is not gonna be around for much longer. So these people agreed. They're actually the in-laws of one of our officers. They're familiar with the dog, and they're familiar with the needs of the animal, and so they agreed to take the animal and care for it until it has to be put down.
Okay. This is the first time I've seen us do one of these, unfortunately.
Yeah, we usually place with an
Yeah.
officer, but it just so happened we're in a position right now, we have several officers who have some of those dogs that we've retired. We're getting an additional 3 years of service out of those animals, and so by the time they retire, it's time. They gotta, they have.
Yeah, I know the turnover and I know the cost of them. It's not so much an enforcement issue. Mike, from a legal perspective, was there any, are we on good grounds here as it relates to, I mean, if I get a call tomorrow, somebody say, man, I would have loved to have that well-trained, very obedient animal. I mean, who determines who gets the dog? Are we on good, solid ground as far as your legal advising is concerned to be doing this?
I think that we are, and I think the reason why this whole mechanism of the active deposit was set up in the first place, and I would like to take credit for it, but actually predates me, but it is exactly to address that requirement that it's not essentially a free dog because of some of the unique needs of these dogs. There's some requirements in the active deposit that they have to take care of the dog in certain particulars, and this is the whole idea of an active deposit is kind of a unique thing to Louisiana. It's an old kind of transaction recognized by the Civil Code. It's actually a good use of that mechanism. So I guess the long and the short of it is I don't think that this is, for example, something that we have to put out for a competitive bid or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think this is permissible.
I don't want them to accuse the PD of, showing favoritism, if you would. I know in government we come under all types of scrutiny, and I wonder if we, like our golf carts, we typically put them out to bid to golf carts that are retired and can't be used on the courses. We send them back to companies who resell them. And, I mean, our dogs are actually so expensive to get that level of training. I'm wondering even if we could work back through some of our trainers or, something like that. But, when we can't get it to the officer who handled the dog for 6 or 7 years, for that matter. But I'll send something to you in writing requesting some information, but I just want to make sure we're on good legal grounds acting in this manner.
Just to note, Mr. Boudreaux, the dog can't work anymore. He can't be used as a.
Oh, no, not for working purposes, just a good at-home pet. I mean, he
Yeah.
definitely listens.
No, he's going to require a lot of medical attention,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. I just want to make sure we good. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Councilman Boudreaux. Not seeing any other discussion. Go ahead and call the roll for the ordinance as amended.
District 4,
Yes.
District 6,
Yes.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8,
Yes.
District 9.
Yes.
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3. Yes. Motion is approved as amended.
Yeah. All right, moving along, please.
Ordinance 26, 2014, an ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2013-14 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by authorizing the use of prior year fund balance in the amount of $64,825 and appropriating within the Juvenile Detention Division for additional funding needed.
Motion by Councilman Andy Nakane. Second by Councilman Boudreaux. Any council discussion? Seeing none, any blue cards?
No, sir.
Liz, please call the roll.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes?
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
Motion is approved. Ordinance 27, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2013-14 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by adjusting the manning tables and adding a lieutenant to the Lafayette Police Department to manage the department's continued accreditation.
Been a motion by Councilman Boudreaux, second by Councilman Andy Nakane. Any council discussion? Seeing none, any blue cards?
No, sir.
Please call the roll.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes?
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
Motion is approved.
All right. Moving right along to item number 13.
Ordinance 29, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2013-14 capital budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by increasing projected revenues in the amount of $526,566.50 anticipated to be received from the Federal Transit Administration, Section 5307 Urbanized Area Formula Grant, and appropriating these funds along with the required match in the amount of $131,641.63 within the Public Works Department Transit Division.
Motion by Councilman Andy Nakane, second by Councilman Bertrand. Any council discussion? Seeing none, any blue cards?
Yes, sir.
Please call the roll.
District 8? Yes. District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes?
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
Motion is approved. Ordinance 30, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council providing for the abandonment of a portion of the right-of-way for Jambalaya Road on the property of Paul Dwayne Trahan and Jamie Lynn Marie Trahan, located in the 200 block of Bro Road.
A motion by Councilman Bertrand, second by Councilman Potan. Any council discussion? Seeing none, any blue cards?
Paul Dwayne Trahan.
Okay, Mr. Paul Dwayne Trahan, please come up. Mr. Trahan, can you please state your full name and for the record?
Paul Dwayne Trahan.
Okay.
I'm asking to abandon this property because I've had several vandalism, hay being burnt, people trying to have sex on my property and everything else. So
Wow.
it's a dead-end road, so I own all three sides of the road, front, side, and back. So it's just a dead-end road, so that's why I'm asking to have it abandoned.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, not seeing any discussion. Thank you so much, Mr. Trahan. All right, any other blue cards?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you please call the vote?
District 9?
Yes.
District 1?
Yes.
District 2?
Yes.
District 3?
Yes.
District 4?
Yes.
District 6?
Yes.
District 7?
Yes.
District 8?
Yes.
Motion is approved. Ordinance 32, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending Ordinance 199, 2013, which approved an intergovernmental agreement reorganizing the Lafayette Metropolitan Planning Organization to provide for representation on the MPO by the Lafayette City Parish Council.
Need a motion?
Motion moved.
Motion by Councilman Bertrand, second by Councilman Andy Nakane. Any council discussion? Seeing none. Any blue cards?
Dale Brasa.
Mr. Dale. Step right up.
A fresh face.
Which mic you want, sir? You want that one? Please state your name for the record.
My name's Dale Brosser, my date of birth 12/12/46, Social Security 436-708-531.
We don't need all that, we're good. What district?
221 Jalen Road.
All right, what district you in?
You got enough?
Yeah,
District 3, Mr. Sherwood.
all right.
All right, what I got up is, I should have waited till 22, item 22, but I'll get up today. I'm looking at this movement that y'all are doing on this committee, planning committee. Looks like you're trying to put a city parish representative on this committee. It's a direct violation of your charter, and I think legal would tell you that. Why don't you offer these positions to residents from the parish or from the city to sit on these boards? Let someone from your area take the representation. You're elected to represent and work on the council. You're not elected to be on any committee, okay? And that's my side that I'm seeing. It's a direct violation of the charter, and I don't think we should be amending just to satisfy our wants and needs. I think what we should be doing is looking more towards putting somebody from your area on the committee, asking them to serve. Let them be a property owner, let them be a registered voter, whatever your requirements, but at least have somebody that could represent this beside coming from the council. So it looks like it's serving 2 points, and it may be a conflict of interest in the long run. And I would hope that you look at that and consider that before you do all this. And I did come up to represent the parish side, which is on 22, but I just thought I'd bring that up now while I'm here. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Okay. All right. Can you please call the vote on the ordinance?
District 1,
Yes.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 6.
Yes.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8.
Yes.
District 9.
Yes.
Motion is approved. Ordinance 33, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council providing for the abandonment of a portion of a utility easement and the granting of a utility easement on Lot 1 in McDonald's Pinhook at Amwar subdivision having a municipal address of 2600 West Pinhook Road.
Got a motion by Councilman Bertrand, second by Councilman Andy Nakam. Not seeing any council discussion. Any blue cards?
No, sir.
Please call the roll.
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 6.
Yes.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8,
Yes.
District 9.
Yes.
District 1.
Yes.
Motion is approved.
All right, moving right along, announcements of vacancies on board and commission. Ms. Liz, can you please read the vacancy?
Due to term expiration, a vacancy exists on the Lafayette Animal Control Board for a 4-year term effective September 1st, 2013. Individuals wishing to submit a resume for the above volunteer vacancy must be a registered voter and a resident of Lafayette Parish, Act 472 of the 2008 Louisiana Legislative Session, now codified as LARS 42:1124.2.1, requires financial disclosure under certain circumstances. Resumes are to be forwarded to Veronica L. Williams, Clerk of the Council, Post Office Box 4017-C, Lafayette, Louisiana 70502, or emailed to bclafayette@lafayette.la.gov no later than noon Tuesday, March 25th, with council appointment to be made on Tuesday, April 8th, 2014.
All right, thank you, Liz. Now we're moving on to consider appointments by the council as a whole to boards and commissions. Ms. Liz, can you please read item 18?
Appointment to the Keep Lafayette Beautiful Committee for a 2-year term effective March 9th, 2014.
All right, well, we have one resume that was received from Michael Mills. So he is the incumbent, so we'll just go ahead and vote yes for Michael Mills.
District 3,
Mills.
District 4,
Mills.
District 6,
Mills.
District 7,
Mills.
District 8,
Mills.
District 9,
Yes.
District 1,
Mills.
District 2.
Mills.
Michael Mills has been appointed.
Okay.
Appointment of the Industrial Development Board, appointment to the Industrial Development Board for a 6-year term effective January 13th, 2014.
All right. Also, we have only one resume received from Roya, and I do not want to pronounce the last name because I don't want to. What was it? Sadradini. Okay. So there's no incumbent. Please call the vote.
District 4,
Yes.
District 6,
Sabradini.
District 7? District 8? District 9? District 1?
Yes.
District 2? District 3? Royer Sandradini has been appointed.
All right.
Appointment to the Lafayette Civil Service Board for a 4-year term effective February 3rd, 2014. Available nominees are supplied from the President of the University of Louisiana at Lafayette.
Okay. The nominees received from the President of the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Your choices are Robbie Bush, Danny Cottom, and Steve Cunningham. Oh, it was Cunningham. I'm sorry, Danny Cunningham. Steve. All right. You have your nominees inside your folder, so you can go ahead and you know who's there. So I'm not going to continue this. All right. At this time, I'm asking for nominations, and we have Councilman Boudreaux first.
Cottingham.
Cottingham has been appointed, or been nominated, sorry. We have Mr. Bush I'm sorry, I went out of turn. Councilman Bertrand, you were next.
Bush.
Got Bush. Mr. Patin. You good? Okay. Mr. Terrio. Hold on a second. All right, say it again.
Steve Giambrone.
Okay. So we have all those nominations. So call the vote.
District 6?
Oh, Bush.
District 7? District 8? District 9? District 1?
Bush.
District 2? District 3? District 4? Yeah, Robbie Bush has been appointed.
Okay. The mics weren't on as we were, is that anytime, I just noticed that the mics were not on as they were mentioning the names.
Okay.
I don't know, is it something on the mic system or normally, okay.
You have them all open? Did you have them all open?
No, they're all off. Do I need to turn them all on? Oh, got it now? Okay, all right. Moving right along, Ms. Liz.
City appointees to Transportation Policy Committee. Appointment to the Transportation Policy Committee, the Metropolitan Planning Organization Governing Board, for an indefinite term effective March 5th, 2014. There are 7 city seats to fill. 4 councilmen who satisfy the City of Lafayette residency requirement of Ordinance 32, 2014 have accepted city appointment seats. It is anticipated that 1 councilman will satisfy the City of Lafayette residency requirement on or before July 1st, 2014, so appointment to 1 vacant city seat is deferred until July 1st, 2014. These 4 appointments and the deferral of 1 appointment leave 2 vacant city seats to fill.
Okay, I'm going to refer to our city parish attorney, Mr. Mike Hebert, for the explanation of the deferral on one of the council appointments.
Mr. Nakant, what was read by the clerk was actually a suggested amendment to item number 21. The way that, and to give a little background, this is, item 21 and 22 are carrying out the amendment that you just made in item number 15, which is ordinance 32, 2014, providing for the proportional representation on the MPO. What the issue is that the amendment requires that there be 7 either 7 council members who live in the city, or if they don't want to serve, then an appointee of the council to take those that council member's place, and 2 out-of-city appointees, or if there aren't 2 out-of-city council members that want to serve, then appointments of the council. What has occurred is that Mr. Patin, while he lives in his district, does not presently live in the city, although he is in an annexation that we expect to be concluded by July the 1st of this year. So one suggested solution, and the amendment that we prepared, which was just read by the clerk, would be that instead of what's presently reads to say that 5 council members satisfy the City of Lafayette residency requirement, and they've all accepted city appointment seats, to say that there are 4, and those 4 council members, those being Councilman Shelvin, Boudreaux, Andy Nakhan, and Bertrand, would take their seats, and that the appointment of one of the city seats would be deferred until July 1st of 2014, presumably to allow then at that point, Mr. Patin, should he wish to serve, his service would be automatic according to the ordinance at that point. But that would still leave 2 vacant city seats to fill.
Okay.
So the language that would accomplish that was read by the clerk, but that actually would be an amendment to what is on your agenda. So an amendment to that effect would be in order.
So we don't need amendment, or we do?
You do need an
Okay.
amendment to accomplish the result of filling
Okay.
4 of those appointment seats tonight with Councilman Shelvin, Boudreaux, Andy Nakhan, and Bertrand, deferring one appointment, that being presumably in July 1st, the seat that would be occupied by Councilman Patin. And then after that, you would have 2 other votes to fill 2 appointments, non-council, who
Okay.
would meet the city residency requirement.
And can you clarify, Mr. Brasso spoke earlier, what we're doing is legal, correct?
Yes, sir. If you had not made the appointment, if you had not made the amendment that you previously did in item number 15, then you would have a potential charter violation. But the whole point of,
But us being on the MPO and being on the council, are we violating anything?
no, sir,
Okay,
not after the amendment, no, sir.
okay. Just wanted to make that clear because he had a question. I want to make sure he understood. All right. With that being said, I need someone to offer that amendment. Councilman Patin would like to offer that amendment, second by Councilman Bertrand. Can you please call the vote on the amendment?
District 7,
Yes.
District 8,
Yes.
District 9?
Yes.
District 1,
Yes?
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 6.
Yes.
Motion is approved.
Okay. Do we need a vote on the ordinance as amended, or no, we just,
It's not an ordinance.
okay, hold on a second. All right, go ahead.
You don't need a further vote, just to,
Okay.
again, to clarify, what you just did was confirmed that Councilman Shelvin, Boudreaux, Andy Nakhan, Bertrand will now be filling 4 of the city residency council slots on the MPO. 1 of those slots, the appointment will be deferred until July 1st, 2014. And now you have 2 more appointments to make for
Okay.
non-council
That's what,
members who reside in the city of Lafayette.
all right, gotcha. That's what we're moving to next. All right, I'd like to announce that resumes were received for 2 vacant city seats. They're from Dr. James Carroll Bienvenu, Joshua Kane, Brett Millington, Stephen Ramos, and Patrick Tronholm. Those are all names I could pronounce, so you don't have to, you can look in your folder if you want, but that's the names, and at this time, I'm asking for appointments in order, nominations, I'm sorry. Councilman Castillo. His mic, you hit your mic button?
Nominate Stephen Ramos.
Okay, we have Stephen Ramos nominated. Councilman Terrio.
Dr. Bienvenu.
Dr. Bienvenu is nominated. Councilman Boudreaux.
Trahan.
Mr. Trahan. Councilman Patin.
Brett Millington.
Got Mr. Millington. Councilman Andy Nakhan.
Kane.
Kane. All right. So all of the names I read earlier are going to go ahead for one of the spots, and we have another spot to fill. So let's go ahead and call.
District 7,
Millington.
District 8,
Millington.
District 9,
Bienvenu.
District 1,
Ramos.
District 2,
Ramos.
District 3,
Millington.
District 4,
Trahan.
District 6.
Kane.
Who got that one?
Brett Millington has been appointed.
It's 3-3.
How?
You have five for
Better have five.
No, you don't, because
Whoa, hold on.
Ramos has 2.
Mr. Mike Abear, go ahead.
For this council to take any kind of an action, you need 5 votes. So you need 5 for anybody, and you don't have 5 for anybody.
did
right now.
Robbie Bush get 5 just now? No,
Thought he did, thought that he did.
Robbie Bush didn't get 5.
No, sir. But
How can we appoint Robbie Bush to a board and not?
I thought I counted 5 for Mr.
thought we
Bush,
counted 5.
actually.
I didn't count 5 for Bush.
I think there was.
Bush was on the previous vote,
Yeah, Bush was on the
previous vote.
I understand that, but did he get 5?
Mr. Chairman.
I counted 5 when you voted, but I didn't take the official vote. I mean, I heard 5 votes for.
Ms. Veronica, can you
Bush.
please,
I thought he got 4.
Didn't, if you didn't get 5, you need to vote
I
again.
thought Bush got 4.
can you?
5, he has 5.
Okay, we confirmed 5 on Bush, all right. So the issue we have here is the first round we went on this appointment, we don't have 5.
Wait. I voted for Cottonham, Kenny voted for Cottonham, and
Wait,
Terrio voted for somebody
Please call,
else.
hold on a second, Brian.
Right.
Please call it back. Can you call back what we just went? So we can
For
verify.
Bush was District 1, 2, 6, 7, and 8.
No, not Bush. Oh,
Tottenham was District 3, 4, and 9.
we're not concerned about the civil service. Bush had 5. We're talking about what we just voted.
Oh, what you just voted? Okay.
Right.
Okay, District 1 and 2 had Ramos.
Right.
District 3 had Millington. District 4 had Trahan. 5 was absent. 6 was Kane. 7 and 8 were Millington. And 9 was Bienvenue.
Okay.
So we have 3 for Mellington,
So he moved
2
on.
for Ramos, 1 for Trahan, 1 for Kane, and 1 for Bienvenue.
So we have to, do you take the top?
Top 2 moves on.
Well, that's, what this council has done historically in the past is that the lowest votes, that you take the top 2 vote getters and have another vote of the top 2 vote getters.
Okay.
That's not mandatory, but that's just what the council has done by custom in the past.
Mr. Abear, out of curiosity, we're electing 2 people.
Yes, sir?
So if we take the top 2 vote getters, then we still got to vote for them, right? Individually or together, because there's only 2 people for 2 appointments.
Right now, you're only voting on
One
appointment
appointment.
A. You're
One
going to have a
appointment,
chance to
okay.
vote on appointment B in just a moment. So, and
Thank you.
anybody who
They're still in the
lost for
qualification.
appointment A can come up for appointment B.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
All right. We got this clear? Let's try this again.
So, Mr. Chair,
you
we will have a revote on Mellington and Ramos right now for the first appointee.
All right, let's go with
Mellington
that.
and Ramos.
Okay, so right now we're voting on Ramos and Millington for the first appointed seat, nomination, whatever.
District 7,
Mellington.
District 8,
Mellington.
District 9,
Bellington.
District 1,
Ramos,
District 2,
Ramos.
District 3,
Mellington.
District 4,
Mellington.
District 6.
Mellington.
Okay, Brett Mellington has been appointed.
okay. Now for this next appointment, we subtract Millington and everybody else is available, correct?
Certainly.
Okay, all right, at this point, I would like to take nominations for this second spot. Councilman Shelvin. I have Trahan. Councilman Andy Nakam.
Kane.
Okay. Right now, we have Trahan and Kane. Can you please call the vote on?
District 8,
Trahan.
District 9,
Kane.
District 1,
Huh?
District 2,
Trahan.
District 3,
Trahan.
District 4,
Brown.
District 6,
Kane.
District 7.
Trahan.
Mr. Trahan, Patrick J. Trahan has been appointed.
Okay. Now that we're through with that, can you move on to the next one, please?
Parish appointees to Transportation Policy Committee. Appointment to the Transportation Policy Committee, the Metropolitan Planning Organization governing body, for an indefinite term effective March 5th, 2014. There are 2 parish seats to fill. 2 councilmen who satisfy the out-of-city residency requirements of Ordinance 32, 2014 have accepted parish appointment seats. The parish seats have been filled. Appointment by council members and/or city parish president and/or any other direct
Excuse
appointing
me,
authority.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Dale Brasso had signed in to speak on items 21 and 22.
Okay, I didn't see a note for blue cards, I'm sorry. I didn't, Mr. Brasso? What was that?
I was waiting on
You ready to come up? Let's go. State your name for the record.
For the record, Dale Brasso,
That's all we need, thank you.
that's it. I'm going to address the parish side of it, okay? Again, I just thought it'd be a good idea to have somebody from the parish who is a property owner, registered voter, volunteer. I just think y'all are overloading yourselves with too many projects. You need to spread it around. You said you want the community to be involved, but yet you don't give them a chance to get on a point committee that would have a lot to do with their property, their land, their issues. That's the only reason I came here tonight, was because Mr. Ebert was right. You're not in violation right now because you passed an amendment. Before that amendment was passed, you were in violation of the charter. You couldn't sit on that board because the language didn't say you could sit on the board. But regardless, I would hope that whoever's in charge of the parish side, whoever's going to take it, will take into consideration that if anybody's put on these boards or anybody's added to these boards, that an individual from their parish side of it could be appointed to it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'll volunteer too. Thank you.
All right. Councilman Boudreaux.
Brasso, just to give you a little bit more information, as I know you know that the MPO formerly was the council. So it wasn't necessarily the fact that we created an ordinance to amend the charter to allow this. When we restructured the MPO, it took it away. But initially and originally, I think it's important that the record reflects that the MPO, as we knew it, was this 9-member council. And that actually was taken away with the restructuring. So we just, in the original ordinance, I just don't think we did enough to assure that those seats were protected. I agree with you, volunteerism is very, very important, and there's a number of opportunities. Our clerk has announced on many occasions there are a number of opportunities to serve. But I tell you, this one is somewhat unique because we are also competing against other municipalities and parishes as it relates to funding opportunities, whether it comes from state or federal dollars. So, and I think the citizens will still have an opportunity if that time affords itself, if money becomes available. But because of the dynamics of this one, this particular board, I think that the legislative representation is appropriate because of the other communities that are sending their legislative representatives as well. This is not isolated to Lafayette alone. But the MPO initially was this council, so we were doing these duties previously anyway. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you for the clarification, Mr. Boudreaux, appreciate it. Moving right along, appointments by council members and/or city parish president and/or any other district appointing authority. Ms. Liz, can you please read?
The Greater Lafayette Chamber of Commerce appoints Jason L. Kobe to the Downtown Development Authority for a 3-year term effective March 9, 2014. District 1, Councilman Kevin Nakkan appoints Renee Poirier to the Lafayette Animal Control Advisory Board for a 4-year term effective March 1, 2014.
All right, moving to introductory ordinances. I'd like to handle this in globo. I need a motion and a second from the council to consider the ordinances in globo. Items 25 to 32, we have a motion by Councilman Andy Nakkan, second by Councilman Bertrand. Can you please read the ordinances?
Ordinance 34, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2013-14 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government and adjusting the manning tables by reallocating salaries due to the resignation of a Secretary 2 within the Office of the District Attorney. Ordinance 35, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2013-14 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government and adjusting the manning tables by increasing salaries for Secretary 2 in International Trade. Ordinance 36, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2013-14 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government and adjusting the manning tables by increasing salary and benefits appropriations to allow implementation of apprentice pay progression for attendant staff and replacement of retiring administrator by using prior year fund balance in the amount of $76,048 and appropriating within the juvenile detention home. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending Ordinance 37, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2013-14 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by transferring $187,005.02 from completed projects to the West Congress Street Bridge at Parish Line Replacement Project within the Public Works Department for additional funding needed. Ordinance 38, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council declaring the Northeast Electrical Substation and Transmission Distribution System and Necessary Utilities Project a public necessity and authorizing the acquisition of the necessary land, servitudes, easements, rights-of-way, and other property rights requisite to the construction of said project, either on an amicable basis or through the use of expropriation process if necessary. An ordinance of the Ordinance 39, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council authorizing the Lafayette City Parish President to conduct negotiations, execute, and submit all documents necessary for the 15th Judicial District Court Adult Drug Court Program operation during the 2013-14 grant fiscal year within the Community Development Department, Judicial Services Division, Drug Court Office. Ordinance 40, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council declaring the building or structure located at 319 Short Street, Lafayette, Louisiana, owned by Elizabeth Ogle DeVerges Prince, Joanna Marie Prince Baptiste, Camille Mitchell Prince, Mary O'Leary Prince Alex, and Olga Elizabeth Prince Falk, in care of Gerald J. Block, appointed attorney, to be dilapidated and dangerous to the public welfare and ordering the condemnation of same. Ordinance 41, 2014. An ordinance of the Lafayette City Parish Council amending the fiscal year 2013-14 operating budget of the Lafayette City Parish Consolidated Government by transferring $1,500 from the Sales Tax Capital Improvements City Fund and appropriating same within the Public Works Department to provide for the purchase and installation of traffic calming devices on Sophie Street.
All right. Any blue cards?
No, sir.
Seeing none at this time, can you please call the vote on the items in Globo?
District 9,
Yes.
District 1,
Yes?
District 2,
Yes.
District 3,
Yes.
District 4,
Yes.
District 6.
Yes.
District 7,
Yes.
District 8.
Yes.
Motion to approve in globo is accepted.
All right. Meeting adjourned. Have a good night.